Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at EG04 Earth Granner Buffa Gator from Tomica Kizuna Gattai Earth Granner. It is our fourth main mech. It is comprised of Gal Granner Buffalo and Gal Granner Alligator, as you can see over here on the side of the box. You can also see Granner J, or Joe, who is the pilot of this mecha. Now, of course, he's an American character in a Japanese anime, so he's a cowboy. You always have to give us a cowboy motif. But it's kind of fun. I mean, you know, that's where the buffalo ties in. He's got like a lariat and everything. So it's dumb, but it's fun. Love the color scheme on this guy. You can see the box is massive. I mean, I can barely even keep it in frame altogether. So look at this robot. Very cool. Love the axe. Got the gator head. Got the horns up there. All very, very cool. Taking a look over here on this side. Just kind of shows you some different poses. He's got a shield. He's got an axe. He's got a hammer. He's got that thing where he can have the wheels spin and drink in the earth energy like on the show. Over here you can see here's Buffalo, here's Alligator. If I pan down a little bit, it just shows you them combined together, which of course we've already seen. Not too much going on the top, just kind of shows you. Now, as I said in the review of CG08, this is not included in the box, but of course it does work with both of these, so of course we'll be taking a look at that. Not really anything going on the bottom. Spin around to the back, there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on. Apparently he does have a form change. Now I don't think he has any additional core granners to give him like the different head pieces and things like that like the others do. But he's got this, what I believe they're calling Rodeo Dash. And it kind of just like moves the shield from the side onto the back and gives him these handlebars. And then it shows that the others can ride him. So that's hilarious. We're going to be taking a look at that. Then it shows Alligator down here with the axe. Again, it just kind of shows you the axe, the hammer, the shield. What is it? Oh, that's the laser rope. That's the lariat I talked about. And then it shows how, of course, you can mix and match. I'm not going to bother showing this off. That's the whole line, is you can mix and match the tops and the bottoms. I mean, that's nothing new, so I don't know why they're advertising that so heavily. And then, of course, it tells you to get CG08 and use that to get the sounds down here on the bottom right here. So, of course, we'll take a look at that as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. Definitely a huge box. Fun. I'm going to go ahead and get this guy out. He's probably going to have a ton of stickers to put on, so once I'm done with that, we'll take a closer look. So here are the two Gal Granners out of the packaging. I think they look really good. I really like the color scheme. I think this kind of greenish blue really works with the gold and the gray. I think those colors really work well together. We'll take a look at Alligator real quick. He's basically just the pants lying down, as most of them are. As far as assembly goes, there's really just this piece here, which becomes the axe. But you can see it also serves as his tail in this mode. And there's a little clip there, and it just clips onto this section right there. It just kind of lays along the back. You also have to peg on the alligator head. That just unpegs very simply like that. But you can open and close the mouth, which is fun. I really like the paint for the eyes. I think that looks good. This thing pops off way too easily, though. It's not that the connection is bad. It just feels like anytime you even kind of like nudge it, like I just accidentally kicked it up from underneath, it just flies right off. So, I mean, not that the other ones aren't like that as well, but it's just annoying. Now, he does have his front two little croc feet, but he doesn't have any back croc feet, which I think is kind of weird. I almost kind of wish they would have just put some here on the, instead of this thing, you know, have the foot like flip down and then this could come out or something. I don't know. They could have figured out something, but I feel like it's weird to have him only have two front feet. But he does have wheels, so I guess there's that. I don't know. Just weird. Overall, though, I think it's fun. I think it works. I don't know why they paired a buffalo and an alligator, but I'm okay with it. Taking a look at Buffalo, I really like him. Very cool. You can see he's got his cool buffalo head with his horns. He's got these drills in the front. You can see that they spin. He's also got this kind of shovel piece. So I guess if you need him to plow snow, he's ready to go. His little like foot coverings, really what these are, they're kind of like claws. They either use them on their hands or they use them on the feet. They primarily go on the feet when you transform them, but you'll see in a minute. They just kind of peg here on the side for storage. And then you also have the shield, which just pegs in on the side as well. Rolls pretty well. It's got kind of like a little shock type thing going on here, the way these connect. And I almost feel like because it kind of adds to the all-terrain vehicle motif they're going for this guy, so I think that's kind of cool. And then this will be where we put the core Granner in a little bit. But yeah, pretty cool. I like it. Sticker-wise, there's a decent amount of stickers. This is a sticker, and some of them are nice. Like, once you apply the sticker, it almost just looks like paint. It's pretty sharp. A couple stickers here. Couple around the hands. You'll probably see them more in robot mode, really. And then you can see a couple here on the side. Here's some. These golds. Again, some of the golds, though, once you put them on, they just kind of look like paint. They're pretty good stickers. Yeah, there's this alligator down there as stickers. And these on the side are stickers as well. But they look good. They apply nice. Stick on pretty good, so I'm happy with them. Real quick, I want to show off the Rodeo Dash mode for Buffalo because it's kind of fun. Alright, so to transform him into the Rodeo Dash, it's very simple. You just go ahead and take off the shield piece here. And then you're going to rotate this piece around, like so. That's about as far as that can go. And then you're going to rotate this up about there. Now you can see that there are two pegs right here and here. And they're going to peg in right here and here. And then this section here will go over top of this connector right here. So peg that in. And then it doesn't like 100% connect in, but just kind of loosely. So there you go. It's basically just a saddle, if nothing else. And then you're going to bring in one of the other robots. And it's going to look super goofy, but it's going to be hilarious. So it's kind of hard to, because of the way their legs are, but... So, there we go. Maybe I have to do less of a bend in the knee. Alright. There we go. So you can have them sit. And let me pan the camera up a little bit here. They don't really... I mean, I guess technically if you really wanted to, you could try to get the fist to peg on there, but I'm not going to bother with that. Well, can I get this fairly easily? Not too bad, not too bad. So anyway, you get the idea. And then they can ride it around. It's absolutely goofy and ridiculous. I kind of love it. I don't think we've seen this in the show yet. I think I'm pretty current on the show. I don't know if we're going to, but I just think this is something they probably just threw it in as an afterthought, but it's absolutely hysterical that he can just, you know, have one of the other robots ride him like a horse. I don't know. It's goofy, but I love it. Alright, up next we'll go ahead and connect the core Granner to Buffalo here. And there we go. He is connected in, so we can get some more sounds. He does shout no beef. Being a buffalo, he does not like it when he sees humans eat beef. Alright, so I think I've gone around there and then some. But yeah, very cool phrases. I like them a lot. I love the connection. I think this guy's really cool, and I love the color scheme. Absolutely love the color scheme. So very cool, but let's go ahead and we will get into the combination transformation. So we'll start off with the gator pants. Very simple. I'm just going to go ahead and take this off. You're going to fold down the little gator feet. You're going to disconnect the gator head. Put that off to the side. unpeg the two legs from each other. You can see they peg in right there. And then you're just going to rotate this down 90 degrees. If you want to kind of kick it out to the side a little bit. And then flip out the heels. And then we'll straighten this out. And then zoom out a bit. So there you go. Whoops, I have this at a weird angle. There you go. There are your gator pants. Not really too much to them. But there you go. Alright, transforming buffalo. You're going to go ahead and remove both of these drill pieces. You're going to unpeg this piece, which was holding the two fists together. You're going to unconnect the shield. Put that off to the side. And then disconnect these little feet. Like so. You just want to be careful. The directions make a special point to say don't bend these when they're connected. Like don't try to pry them off because they don't want you to break these pegs off. I don't really feel like they're that flimsy, but since they decided to call it out specifically in the directions, I'm not going to take any chances with it. At this point, you're going to fold out. All of this will unpeg and you'll fold out these shoulders like so. Then you'll actually pull them up. They have a little track right there. Pop up like that. You can move this around and flip out the fist. So spin at the bicep swivel. Then you're going to come around to the back, and this is actually kind of cool. So as you're bringing this around, this is going to fly around like this and click in, except mine keeps popping off. But it's supposed to stop there and then click in like that. So bring this around. There we go. And then you can slide up the head, and you'll see that there's kind of a mouth that was previously covered. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Then, of course, we're going to flip the head up, but I'm going to wait on that because I don't want to. Well, actually, I guess I can. Just don't push it down yet. And then you can spin this around, and there's the head. Now, the other thing you can do real quick, take the shield, take this piece, and you're going to peg it in like so, just like that. Then you're going to take these, and you're going to peg them onto the sides. And that's going to make kind of like a backpack that we're going to peg on. I'll wait till it's all connected, but that's going to peg in later. And then these are going to go on the feet of alligator rather, and then we're going to do that in a moment as well. So he should be pretty much ready for the combination now. Alright, so we're ready for the combination. And this is going to trigger some sounds when I do this. And then push the head down. So there you go, that is the initial transformation. Now we can come around to the back, and we're going to peg this in with these two pegs right there. So now he has his backpack. You're going to bring the I keep calling it crocodile, the alligator head, and peg that in here, like so. Then you're going to take these two little feet pieces and peg them on top of the feet, like so. And there you go. There is the full transformation. I don't know why these, when I got them, or like right out of the box, they were fine, but I feel like over time they've gotten loose, which is a little bit of a bummer, but they'll hang out there. And there you go. There is the full combination of Buffa Gator. Again, I love the color scheme. I think it really works. He also has this axe, which you just go ahead and flip this piece down, and then you have the axe. The other thing that's cool, if you come around to the back here, you can store the axe right here on the back. It's not 100% foolproof because it doesn't really peg in, but you can see how there's kind of like the notches. So you can kind of try to get that to stay. It doesn't work amazing. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm doing it wrong. It's like this. There we go. I knew it could connect. I was connecting in the wrong spot. There's a little peg right underneath the blade of the axe, so you can actually store them on the back, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I think he looks great. I mean, he's got pretty similar articulation to the rest of the robots. Head can move side to side. Nice tight ratchets in the shoulder here. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. Not really anything in the wrist because it folds in for the transformation. Really nice tight ratchets in the hip, out to the side as well. You have a thigh swivel, double jointed knee. I can probably pull these out a little bit. And then you have to the side tilt as well as back and forth on the ankle. So yeah, he looks really, really good. I like him quite a bit. We do have some more sounds that we can do, so let's go ahead and check them out. Just keep pushing the head down. So these are going through his sound effects. The axe. Sounded like bazooka. So for the wheel charge full throttle, you're supposed to flip these back out like this, and then the wheels, do I have that on? Yeah, then the wheels spin and spin, and that's how they bring in the earth energy. So I'm going to flip this back around. There we go. The hammer is another configuration for his weapon. We'll get there in a moment. Okay, so it's gone back around to the hammer and the axe. I think that's everything. Yeah. So if we go ahead and we take the axe back off, of course he can hold this very simply, and it looks good. I really like the look of the axe, but he also has a hammer configuration. If you take these two drills off of the back here, and then you take the axe and you flip this piece out, and then you take these and you connect them like this, and then it's meant to look like a hammer. I don't know why you'd bother with a hammer when you have a perfectly good axe, but he does have the hammer configuration, so you can check that out as well. The other thing you can do, if you take this off, or you can flip it off like that. No, you can take this, peg this right here into the other wheel, and he can use it as a shield. And you can do that with or without the horns connected. So you can, I think directions have you take the shield and put the horns straight up like this, and they call it the horn shield. And then you would peg this into the side. Now the problem is with the horns, it gets a little bit in the way, but if you kind of put the arm straight out and turn it a little bit, it's still kind of difficult, but you can kind of get it going. I feel it works a little bit better without the horns, just because they don't get in the way then. But you can still put the shield on the side of his arm like that. The other thing you could do, if you really wanted to, you could take this part completely off and just use this as a shield. Now it's a little bit lower there, so I feel like it doesn't cover as much, but it's another option. So you do have some customization there with the weapons. So I really like this guy a lot. The robot looks great. The individual animal modes look good. You know, they're not perfect. I mean, the Buffalo, I think, looks fine. I like that he has the shocks because they're kind of, you know, toting him as like an all-terrain vehicle because, you know, he's a cowboy and he's riding in the frontier and all that kind of stuff. The alligator's fun. I wish he had back legs because I think it looks a little weird without, but they gave him wheels instead, so all right. I love the cohesive color scheme. I think that looks really good all together. Plus, I just love the color scheme itself. This kind of tealish, greenish blue with the gold and the gunmetal gray, I think really pops. I like the head sculpt. I love all the sound effects for both the Gao Buffalo and the combined Earth Granner mode. The horns on the back look cool. I like the configuration with the weapons. You get the axe, you get the hammer, you get the shield. Even the Rodeo Dash riding mode, where you can have one of the robots ride him in buffalo mode, I think is hysterical. I just think there's a lot of fun to be had here. I definitely recommend picking this one up. I've been really having a good time with the Earth Granner toys recently. All four of the robots I think are really solid, but I definitely think this guy's one of my favorites. I just think he's really, really cool. I like all his weapons and everything, and I really like the combination of animals. I like alligators. I just think that's really cool. I think the buffalo is pretty neat as well. So, yeah, overall, don't really have too much to complain about this guy. If I had to complain about something, these wheel things on the back are not 100%, and they seem to kind of pop off a lot. But you can very easily just pop them back on, so it's not that big of a deal. I just wish maybe they were a little bit more sturdy. The other thing is with the backpack here, I kind of wish that there was a better way for him to hold it in his hand. Like, yes, it connects here on the side of the arm, but then you kind of have to take pieces off so it doesn't get in the way. I wish there was a way that you could just kind of like put it in his hand like a normal shield so he could just hold it facing straight. But those are very minor nitpicks. Honestly, I think this guy's a ton of fun. If you've been buying the Earth Granner stuff, I definitely recommend picking this guy up. He looks great. Stickers were minimal. They weren't even too bad to apply. They're all nice flat surfaces, so they stick really well, and they look great. Especially, I keep looking at these ones on the shoulder and forgetting that they're even stickers because they just look so good. They look like paint applications. In any case, I recommend this guy. Definitely think you should pick him up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.